doesn't look super crazy today. Girl, this top though, like, can we stay? So today we are going to do, should I say hi, welcome back? Hi, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a drugstore New Year's Eve makeup. I don't really know what we're gonna do. I kind of want to do like a smoky wing situation. I don't know if I want to use glitter because I feel like it's just like, we know, like it's New Year's. We like glitter, but I feel like I want to be like a little different this year. Like I don't think I'm gonna wear glitter. I probably won't even wear makeup. Even though I have glitter here to use, I'm gonna try not to do glitter, but as always, we'll just see how the video flows. But before we jump into the look, I quickly want to give you guys my last Audible recommendation for the year. If you guys have been watching me, you know I've been partnered with Audible forever. Books have always been a passion of mine. I've loved them forever and ever and ever. And now I just really enjoy listening to them, especially before I go to sleep at night. So if you guys wanna start a 30-day free trial with Audible, all you have to do is go to audible.com/Nicole. You're in there. They have an unmatched selection of books, whatever you want, they have it. If you don't like a book, you can exchange it and listen to another one, because sometimes that happens to me. I'll download a book and I'm just like, no. So the book that I just finished is You Are a Badass Every Day. This was one of like my first motivational books that I ever listened to, which was just You Are a Badass. This book is only an hour and a half, so it's really quick, and I feel like a perfect explanation of the book is just like a jump start into being motivated. I kind of fell off a little bit listening to motivational books because I got into like listening to fiction. I was listening to like Harry Potter and Game of Thrones and Polar Express and Crazy Rich Asians just because it was like fun to listen to. And I just saw this guy on here a couple weeks ago, and like I said, it's only an hour and a half, so I think I listened to it literally in like one day. If you guys listen to You Are a Badass, I feel like you would really like this one. It's super duper quick. So if you guys want to try out listening to some audiobooks, you can go to audible.com/Nicole. Again, it's a 30-day free trial, and I believe you can text Nicole to 500-500. All that info will be listed in the bottom bar, as well as all the books that I've listened to in 2018. And leave me some recommendations for 2019. Even though like I have a running list of books that I want to listen to, I'm always down for your guys' recommendations. So, shall we jump into this makeup tutorial? Okay. So like I said, this is going to be a full drugstore look. I have already moisturized my skin, and it's not a drugstore product. I'll tell you what I'm using anyway. It's the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. I put this on pretty thick when I woke up this morning. It was like a full white mask, and I've just been letting it sink into my skin. It's also what's on my lips. I like this mask because you can put it under your eyes, you can put it over your eyes, you can use it as a mask, a moisturizer, primer, whatever your little heart desires. So if you remember in my Christmas video, I think it was, I was talking about I had really dry skin, so I've just been kind of using Summer Fridays a lot, and it's just been sitting on my skin, so I don't want to put another moisturizer on top of it because we don't need to be like extra moisturized. Okay, so like I was saying in the beginning, I think I want to do some kind of smoky wing liner, and that requires me to do my eyes first because we're going to use some tape so that we just get like a really sharp line edge happening, and that requires me to do my eyes first, which I never ever do. I like to do my base first and then work on the eyes and all that. But with this look, I feel like there's gonna be like a lot of black shadow like falling on the face, and we just don't want to risk messing up our base. So we're gonna start with the eyes first. So I'm actually gonna do my brows off cam, and then I'll come back to you and we'll start the ojos. I forgot to do like my little magic trick where I snap my fingers and like my brows are on. So boom, brows are on. Then we're gonna work on our eyes first, which I don't ever do, so I'm feeling a little out of my element. But we're gonna use some tape, which is so funny because when I first started doing makeup, this is how me and my best friend would always do our eye makeup, was by using tape. And I don't know, it just brings back memories when I use it. So I'm just gonna line this up under my eye. Okay. And I put the tape on the back of my hand a little bit and pulled it off so it's not like super sticky, so when you like pull it off your eye, it's not gonna like rip your skin off or anything crazy like that. So I have a couple of these Rimmel palettes, and I'm gonna use a few of them because I needed a black shadow and only this one had it in it, but I wanna do like a soft crease. So we're gonna use the Crimson Edition first, which has like a lot of nice browns in it, to work up our crease, and then we'll start building out our wing. So I don't think that these have names on them, so I'm just gonna go in with this third shade here and start working that into our crease. I want our focus to be on our wing, so this is going to be the only eyeshadow color that we're using like on our actual eye and not for our liner. So I'm just going to build this guy up until I feel like it's how I want it to be looking. Maybe in 2019 I'll like get my brows cleaned up. So I'm gonna take the darkest brown shade in this palette and we're gonna start working our wing. So I'm just gonna start placing shadow here. And then just start smudging it across your entire lash line. I'm sorry that I forget to talk like when I'm filming these things. I just feel like I get so in the zone. So that's why we have a voiceover mix situation. But I feel like it's definitely voiceover all the rest of the way. So like I said, I'm just going to take that brown shadow with a pencil brush and I'm really working it into my lash line because I want it to be like smoky, and then I'm just kind of pulling it up, but I'm starting everything from the base of my lash line and then pushing it upward. So I'm switching pencil brushes and we're gonna go into this black shade and then just start building that color right under the brown. Basically just doing what we were doing with the brown shadow, just intensifying it more with the black, and then we'll intensify it even more with a little bit of gel eyeliner in a second. And then we're gonna go in with a nice fresh gel liner. This guy's from Maybelline, and I'm just gonna use the little brush that it comes with because I actually really like this little brush. And you guessed it, we're doing the same thing, just smudging that gel liner into our lash line and pulling upward. Again, I'm just starting everything super close to my lash line base and pushing it upward because I still want to see a little bit of that smoky black on top and not just like a solid black gel liner. Here I'm just taking like a really tiny fluffy brush and using light pressure just to kind of smoke out that gel liner a little more because I felt like it was just getting a little too solid, and like I said, I just want to keep some of that smoky appearance happening. So once your wing is to your liking, you can go ahead and remove the tape and you'll have a perfect crisp line. I really am liking how this look turned out. It's like one of my favorites, and I just feel like it's because I haven't done a wing in so long, so I was just really into it. So to prep the skin, we're gonna do a little cleanup. I really didn't have a lot of fallout, but if you have some fallout, do some cleanup, and then we're prepping the skin. And I'm using the MasterPrimer primer from Maybelline. This is the blur version. They have a couple different ones. So this one is super similar to me to the Smashbox one, and it had like a really nice blurring effect on the skin. It felt a little greasy, but I feel like it totally settled down once I really worked it into the skin. For foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Longwear Shaping Stick, and it's in the shade 406. Really into stick foundations. I love how they look on the skin. They just provide a lot of coverage, and this one was really good. I was super impressed with the coverage of this. Didn't feel heavy, blended out super duper easy, and the brush that I'm using is an e.l.f. stippling brush. Y'all, I'm about to go get like 10 of these because this made the foundation blend out like a dream. You'll see I'm going to use it again to do a little bit of blending my concealer. It was just like a magical brush. I've never used one of these e.l.f. brushes before. I mean, I've used e.l.f. brushes, but I haven't used this brush, and it really blew me away. For concealer, I'm using an oldie but a goodie. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Fair. I really like the little applicator on it and the coverage that it provides. I do add a little extra because I feel like sometimes you can blend it out and it can look a little sheer. So if it's looking a little sheer, just go ahead and put like a little more on top and it'll provide like the perfect amount of coverage. So I'm gonna blend it first with just a tiny little brush and then use this magical e.l.f. brush again. So to sculpt our face and warm it up a little bit, I'm going to use the L'Oreal True Match Foundation in the shade N8 as our contour color. If I know that I'm going to be like having my picture taken, I like to go in with a little bit of cream or foundation, whatever you want to use, to apply my contour first, because I just feel like it lasts longer and you look more sculpted. So I'm just going to hit my cheekbones, I'm going to do my forehead, my jawline, a little on my chin, just to really help warm up the face overall. To set under my eyes, I'm going to use the Airspun powder in the shade Honey Beige. I forgot how good this smelled. I just kept smelling it the entire time. It does make everything look super duper smooth. You can set your face with this, but I really only like to use it underneath my eyes because we're going to use a powder to set the rest of our face. And to set everything else, we're going to use the Neutrogena Skin Clearing Powder in the shade 30, and we're going to push it in, not swirl it around because we don't want to disturb our foundation. For bronzer, I'm going to use the bronze shade in the Covergirl Peach Punch highlighting palette just to kind of intensify the liquid contour that we put down earlier. For blush, I'm using a L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted blush. This guy was really pigmented, so if you ever feel like you put on too much blush, you can go over it with like either your setting powder. For me, I'm gonna just use the brush that had the Airspun on it just to kind of soften everything, and the blush shade that I'm using is Charming. So to make this look more dramatic, I'm going to line my waterline and my lower lash line with a black pencil. This is a waterproof gel pencil from Maybelline. I'm assuming it's in the shade black. And like I said, we're going to put that in the waterline and our lower lash line. And then we're going to smoke out our lower lash line with first the black shadow from the Rimmel palette, and then with the darkest brown shadow in the other palette. So just black and brown underneath your lower lash line. I'm going to spray my face with this dewy skin mist from NYX and then apply a highlight, and I'm using the same CoverGirl Peach Punch palette to just kind of light these cheekbones up. Okay, this is the only non-drugstore thing, but I just could not resist using it. This is the KKW Beauty Lip Liner in the shade Nude 1. It's just like the most perfect nude. It's not too pink, it's not too brown, it's just perfection. So I'm sorry. I'll try to find a dupe for it. So after we've lined our lips, I'm going to go in with a L'Oreal lipstick in the shade, what is this called? This is called Lilac Impulse, because I wanted a little bit of cool tone to it, but not too much. So you guys can see this is like giving off like more of a purple tone. So I'm going to take my most magical lipstick ever. This is Maybelline's 535. If you guys do not have this, get this. It literally transforms any lipstick into like the most perfect shade ever, and it's gorgeous on its own. So I'm just going to tap that over top just to create a little lip cocktail. And you know, we gotta set this all off with a gloss, and this is my most favorite gloss ever. This is the Maybelline High Lacquer gloss in the shade Tease. So I'm just gonna apply that to the lips and then take a little brush and kind of like blend the edges out so everything is like super duper seamless. So after your lip is on, this look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys will have an amazing new year, and I will see you guys in 2019.